Darryl, just give us your assessment of that one then.
Listen, first half, spent a lot of time without the ball, kept giving the ball away. Second half, I thought we had a right good go. And certainly, getting back into 2-1, we had them on the ropes for a little spell, but they showed their clinical finishes at the end. One chance, bang, back of the net. So I think that had done us a world of good in getting one or two players back from injury, blowing the cobwebs off, one or two lads back from COVID, blowing the cobwebs off. We couldn't have picked a harder game to come back to, if I'm honest with you. But I'm pleased that the lads did ourselves justice, and pleased our crowd was fantastic and got right behind the boys right to the end. So we'll take the positives out of it, apart from that banging me on the head.
Has that kind of set a benchmark for what you want from your players now for the rest of the month in the league campaign, about particularly the second half performance?
I'm going to say, yeah, the second half, yeah. We want to get back into the rhythm of the league, get back in the flow of things. It's been obviously a bit patchy the last 4 weeks, and we want to get back into the bread and butter of the league. It's always going to be our priority, and games are going to come through thick and fast. Just pleasing that it's looking good that we haven't had any injuries today. Dennis pulled out of training on Tuesday with a groin, so we were fortunate enough to get 35 minutes into him. So we'll look after him next week, try and get him ready for the Swindon game. Willow, David and Mood have had 6-7 days training after being out a while. That match fitness has done them world of good. And a real bonus with Keane coming on, scoring his debut goal. Really pleased for the lad. It
does kind of look like you've got now some more options available to you that a month ago you didn't look like you had anything up front to pick from, but you had the quality there.
Yeah, no, we need them forward-thinking options. The more the merrier. We want to be on the front foot, and if not, we're not on the front foot. I want to make changes that enable us to be on the front foot. We've had joy with that this season, changing things, changing shape, adapting. I thought the lads adapted to the second half shape when we made the substitutions very well, and like I said, I got them on the back foot for a certain spell, but the best team won on the day, and we wish Brentford all the best in the next round.
Have you learnt a little bit about being clinical and the quality that comes with Premier League teams from your team?
Listen, the big hitters, they earn the big bucks. They've got that in the locker. For me, it was about, and this wasn't being negative, but if you open up too much against Premier League teams, you're getting beat pretty soon, pretty quick, and pretty big. We wanted to stay in a football match to the last 30 minutes. Ideally, you don't concede the second goal, and then all of a sudden we get the equaliser, and then the momentum's with us. We had to do that at 2-0 and 2-1, and they were ruthless in their third goal approach.
Just talk to us a bit about Keane. Marked his debut with a goal. Looks to have a bit about him for somebody who's not played a lot of senior football, if any.
Yeah, well that's the thing. 19-year-old, he has got a bit about him. That's why he's come in the football club. We're really pleased because he wasn't on the market. This is testament to my recruitment team of David Flitcroft and Tommy Johnson, who put an unbelievable presentation onto Huddersfield to be able to get the lad, and we're really pleased and thankful for Huddersfield to allowed him. We're gonna look after him. We're gonna learn him, and I know he's gonna give me everything. Dean Whitehead's worked with the lad before, and it's a great start for him.
While we're on the subject of players, there's been some reports linking you with Chris Hussey from Cheltenham. Can you say anything about that?
Good news travels fast. Listen, we'll see what happens. You can't help what gets leaked to it. All I say is nothing's done until it's done, is it? So we want to bring in another maybe 4 or 5 players in the window. We've lost a few players. We need to strengthen. We are doing that. Recruitment team's working very hard, and like I said, judges at the back end of the window. We're trying to get the targets in as quickly as reasonably possible as we can. You don't always get your targets, by the way, and we'll surely hopefully be in a better place when the window shuts, with good competition for places and 1 or 2 players really getting back to the fitness levels.
And ironically, after a month off, you've got a free week now, so you've got a little bit of time before a hectic schedule.
We need that. We need that week. We need more fitness levels. Like I said, lads coming back from COVID isolation or whatever injuries. We need to top up the fitness levels. The good thing for us, the second half, we was looking a bit fitter and sharper because we're very loose in possession. First half, second half was a lot better.
Cheers, Darryl. Thank you. So,
can I just ask on James Wilson returned to the side today? Obviously he came off at 50 or so minutes. How pleased are you to get him back into the fold? 7 goals this season. He's been influential so far.
He has, and like I said, more match minutes, more training minutes is going to be key for Wilson. We know what a quality player he is. He'd be rusty today. He was rusty today. We expected him to be rusty, him and David and Moo. So having him back's a great benefit to the squad.
And for the second half, it seemed like a much changed performance. What was your message at half-time to them? Obviously, they didn't have many chances in the first period, but you came and went at them and gave them something to think about, certainly defensively.
It was an easy message, stop giving them the ball. We had to work very hard to get the ball back. because they're a good side. And then we've got to do better to keep the ball. We didn't do that first half. We were sloppy, loose in transition, sloppy. But I take that, put that for a little bit of rustiness. Hopefully that's going to do my team good. We'll have a good week's training building to next Saturday.